under here. This is interesting. How am I going to manage that one? Hey, how am I going to manage that one, buggerlugs? I'm going to manage it like so. Right. Let's get under here. Gotcha. That ain't going anywhere. We've got 1, 2 to go. 11 and 12. There's 11. Right there. Lovely. New clamp, C6. C6. Wunderbar. That's good. And one to go, number 12, right in here. Like that. Numero 12. Nice and tight. Beautiful. New clamp, last clamp, and it is everyone's favourite C24. There we go, we're done. We are done like a dinner. I'm going to leave that. Ugh. Like so. There. That's done. They're clamped, they're in place, and now it's time to work on a jig. Now, as you know, and if you don't know, you will soon know, the back of the guitar is a 15-foot radius. So this guy here is a 15-foot radius. What does that mean? It means the sides fall away, right? So obviously when you've got a flat top to sit these sides on, you need to angle the top to match that radius so that it fits. Like the top of a cookie jar, you've got the lid that sort of comes over the same angle as the top of the cookie jar. So we've got to shape that. And to do that, we use what's called a radius sanding disc, which I don't have, but I'm making one. So today's remaining lesson is making a radius sanding disc. We start with a frame. Here is a frame, glued up. What does it look like? 2 pieces of wood. Are they flat? No. I've cut in, if I hold it like that, the 15-foot radius. Sorry, if I hold it like that. Can you see the radius? It curves down into a bowl shape. Okay. Once that's glued in place and solidifies and dries, I'll be able to grab a piece of thin masonite or sheet, and I would be able to screw that into the middle, which will push it down to that lowest point, and let the sides be screwed along these rays up to the highest point. That will give me a concave disc. to cover that. And then we put sandpaper on it, we flip it over, and we do the bus, drive the bus on that surface to get those edges falling away. It's a lot of paper. No, it's not a 15-foot disc. Tom, imagine if the disc was actually 15 feet. Holy smokes, I'd need a couple of bicycles to drive the spinning. I need a real bus to drive the bus. But yeah, this small one here just covers the edges. If I show you on the camera, okay, that'll cover that guitar body. And we get those edges done. And this is the 15-foot one. And I'm going to have absolutely a football pitch. And I'm going to have a 20-foot version as well, which I'll make. So tomorrow we'll be in a position to be using these tools, get those edges right, and maybe even glue that back down and close that box up. We're very close to closing the box up. And from then on, it's downhill. Most of the work in an acoustic is the body. You've got bracing, you've got soundboards, you've got stiffening kerf linings, you've got all sorts of drama, structural and acoustic. So we've got to work that out, and this is part of it. This is just part of getting those little tiny parameters and little tiny things. But yes, Willie, I do like making my own jigs and my own tools. It is a lot of fun, as they say. Fun. What I'm going to do now is just tidy up some of this guy here. I just want to shape these braces down a little bit on the thicker side. I'm just going to take a chisel and just run those down just a fine little bit. You can probably hear them. Ooh, without knocking it out of my hand. Let me get to the mic. It's got a nice drumming. I'm going to try and just get that to last, bring out a little bit longer, because this is all about volume. The back pushes that air. It needs to vibrate to get that air oscillating out of that sound hole. Dave Rife is on. Is that like Matt Rife? Is Dave Rife funnier than Matt Rife? Is he just as dirty? Is he a good guy? Is he a pain in the butt? Who is Dave Rife? And why do we care? All right, cool. Here is a chisel. It's a blunt chisel. I need a sharp chisel. So I will grab one of the sharpened ones, and we're going to take a little bit. I might even use my little mini plane, because little baby guys is what we like to use. And in this situation, they do work quite well. So I'm just taking off some of that bolt here and turning that into an A-frame. You can see the shape we're turning those into. See the A? There's a little point on top. We're going to give them a little bit of an A-frame, little mountain ranges. Little baby guys, that's the ones. Did I tell you how much I love using these little baby guys? Did I tell you how much I hate dropping these little baby guys? Nice. You can see it's got that little ridge down the middle now. We've taken some of that bulk out. Now at this stage it starts making a huge difference. So we're not going to take too much off. We just want to neaten those up. They are visible from the sound hole, so we want them to be looking nice and even and neat. Have no funny silly buggers going on with awkward shapes or misshaped pieces. Nice and neat. We'll give them a sanding as well once we finish. They're looking quite good. Little baby mountain ranges, that's the one. Exclamation LBM, little baby mountains. There's another command for you on your way to 1,000, Dana. Get cracking. Done. Looking good. Give them a light sanding. We'll grab some 240. And just soften those strokes. Smooth out those ski jumps and just round over any sharp pieces. A couple of little rough spots there, just want to smooth out. Very nice. See, there you go. Dana, another command. How many commands now? Give me a number of commands. Are there 700 yet? Are we at 700? Sound for the soul. We do like that, Mark. We do like that.